Hey Sagittarius, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Today we're doing your tarot and oracle reading for April 2025 in my backyard with all the birds. There's a really loud raven somewhere. We'll see if we hear him. And I've got one pissed off chipmunk right there looking at me. If you'd like for me to pray for you, if you'd like other Saggies and cross watchers alike to pray for you, say hi in the comments section, or even leaving an emoji, that's helpful too. It just gives us something that we can focus on that represents your energy. Only love and light in this space. Let's get into it. So we're going to start with our oracle deck. We love this one. This is the Mudra deck. It comes with a blessing, a prayer, but also a physical hand gesture that you can do yourself if you have use of your hands. If you don't, then you have the verbal prayer. And I say that very seriously because I got in trouble once. Somebody was really pissed at me. They're like, I can't use my hands. And I was like, I'm very sorry. Let me make that clear. There's other ways to express this prayer. All right, lovies. How are you doing? Are you doing good? I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. What's our oracle? So yeah, we're asking for our Saggies. April 2025, we have thankfulness. Acknowledge what is good. I've never gotten this one before. And it's kind of like you're sitting down for grace. Sitting down for Thanksgiving dinner if you celebrate. So putting your fingers together, interlacing them. This mudra helps to loosen the lungs, helping generally against colds and activates the immune system. Being thankful is a wonderful way of mobilizing healing energies, easing tension, promoting equanimity, and raising one's spirits. It is as if it raises us into a higher level. That is true. Practicing gratitude, right? Everybody hears it, but how often do we do it? Let your breathing become slow and deep, and let each breath become an expression of heartfelt praise and thanks. Become aware of all that is good, all that is beautiful within you, of all your practical and mental abilities. Greet these things and acknowledge them with thankfulness. Your thanks will push open the door to a life of joy and fulfillment, because he who sows thanks and praise will reap abundance. So here's the mantra is, I am filled with praise and thanks. All right, you guys, I like it. Feels good. If you haven't hit the like button yet, I thank you for doing so. And if you feel like joining up, I mean, it's free, right? The subscribe button is right there, but it is a really loving family. And if anybody's a jerk, like I like to say, I kick them off. Not on this channel, right? We're not jerks on this channel. Like there's enough going on. We're all just, life is some gritty shit and we're all doing our best. So nobody's got time. Nobody's got time for it. Only love and light. What's coming towards my Sagittarians in April 2025? We only take the cards that fly out for you. If they fly in reverse, that's how we read them. We respect the conversation with the cards. It's a living, breathing thing, you guys. We have the world upside down. We have the tower upside down, which I like. What the heck? Your cards are all coming out upside down. What the hell is going on with you? And we got the only card we got right side up is the Queen of Cups. Okay, so I'm gonna get one more card out. I'll give you a general idea of where we're going with your reading, and then, nice. This is a good one to get up right, the Chariot card. And then we're gonna unpack the reading further. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's gonna be an extended, so if you like to get more advice and go deeper into the meaning, that link will be in the description box below. You just have to expand it. So we start with the wheel. This is basically things coming to a stop, a halt. When this is upright, we like it because it means good news is coming and there's progress being made, but things have come to a halt for a reason. There's a karmic meeting behind all of this. Now, what I like seeing is that you have the Tower card upside down. When we get this upright, it usually means, man, there is some crazy event that's happening or happened in your life that you had no control over. All you can do is like control how you react to it. But luckily you got this upside down. So what does this mean? That means that there is basically, you've dodged a bullet. There could have been a more intense event that would have occurred or will occur, except you've rerouted basically destiny. There's something going on here where we do have a King of Pentacles upside down. This is somebody You might relate to this, just Sagittarius, but a lot of you guys are not going to. A lot of you guys are going to relate it to somebody else in your life. This is an individual who's really cold, and they can be very calculated, very, you know, when the King of Pentacles is upright and stable and in a healthy place, they can be very solid, reliable. They're very aware of stability, money going in, money going out. They can be good investors, hard workers. They can be good at making money, and they're stable. But when they're upside down, that means that they're in kind of the toxic version of themselves. So, you know, this opens up a lot of questions, right? We could go down the avenue of like, well, why are they toxic? Or like, why are they imbalanced? But what we're going to do is we're going to pay attention to why it's coming up in your reading and how it pertains to you. We do have the Queen of Cups, and this person is very much in their feels, their intuition. If they get a hunch or a feeling, they follow it. They're also nurturing. This can be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Doesn't have to be. And being that it's a queen doesn't mean anything it doesn't mean that it's a male or female or anything. It's not gender related. But this is somebody who you'd want nearby if you needed to cry on somebody's shoulder, right? We'll see why she's coming up. And it might be you in this situation, might be somebody else. We do have the Chariot card, and this means moving forward very quickly, triumphantly towards something. So that's going to be fun to unpack. And in fact, I'm like the one that wants to eat dessert first. We're going to eat dessert first, and we're going to work backwards. We're going to start at the Chariot and unpack each one of these cards, from the Chariot to the Queen of Cups to the King of Pentacles. Okay, Chariot card for my Saggies. All right. For my Saggies, King of Swords. This is King of Swords. It wants to open up with the Lover's card. This is flipped. Okay. Here's the Queen of Cups. King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, we're getting some answers. Tower card. We're definitely doing an extended. Whoa. Did you see that? Frickin' did how many turns in the air? And then we got the Two of Swords in reverse. They are doing somersaults for you, boo. And then we got the Wheel of Fortune upside down. Some people have spent some time, I think, I feel that if this is a relationship between two people, whether it's romantic or not, I think one of you wants to do the work and is committed is tied to their commitments, whether this is a marriage or a set of commitments that you've made with this individual. This is the Queen of Cups, the more sensitive one, is very aware of that. I'm going to open up a new deck. And then the King of Pentacles is in a very different place. The King of Pentacles is associated with the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is a harsh ending. It feels like somebody here is not interested in it looks like a breakup of sorts. Somebody's not interested in working at it they're making plans, but they're not like doing the self-work to level up within that commitment. They'll take the disappointment on the nose. Yeah, we got the Two of Cups. How did that come out upside down? The Two of Cups upside down. So this is definitely a union out of alignment. What I want to do as a reader today is, one, give you comfort, because that's my personal interest. Queen of Cups over here all the way. But also I want some answers. And of course, this comes with the disclaimer that you weave your own tapestry in your life. You have free will. So if this feels like BS, you just throw it out, Saggy. You're in charge, okay? Tell me more about this Queen of Cups we have floating out. So the Queen of Cups, the more sensitive individual in this situation, they're very much sticking by their convictions. They really believe in this commitment, okay? Tell me more about this King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles wants to move on. They don't necessarily want to they're not down to do the work that the Queen of Cups is interested in doing. What's interesting about this is it could be, if this was forced, this would be the Tower right side up. This would create an event that was more catastrophic. And the Tower looks so dramatic. What this could look like, though, is somebody sticks somebody else with a bill, like their monthly rent, because they move out overnight or something, and they are now stuck with a lease or whatever. Whatever this is, it seems that there's a responsible energy that's taken over here with the Three of Pentacles. I think this can be an outside energy. I do want to just make sure that this isn't third party. One sec. Three of Pentacles. I feel that there's like, okay, it's leading to, so this could be counselors, this could be someplace getting advice, even from YouTube, that keeps, and no, that's not a sneaky way of me like trying to validate my tarot reading, but it's basically working with a third party. The Three of Pentacles is to avoid that tower card happening, and to navigate a situation where they feel blinded in. So that could be you, could be another individual, but there's victory here. So what I can say is, at the end of the day, Sagittarius, there is this genuine desire to not have a really bad situation come out of all of this. But undeniably, one person is done and wants to move forward after a really harsh ending here, and that is attached to the King of Pentacles, who's out of sorts, who's feeling shut off, cold. They are not in a place of, it's hard to work with an individual like this, if at all. It's not even possible. So that is what this Wheel of Fortune is about. The wheel has stopped turning. It feels like destiny is changing. And it's like those big old river boats, right? I think I've used this in one of your readings, this example, but like, you know, the wheel is like that big river boat, and there's that churning. What is it called, you guys? Not a propeller. It's really dumb that I can't remember this, but it's at the back of the boat, and it's like, it takes a little while to stop and to change direction, right? So things are changing direction. I do feel that maybe some words were exchanged or some pain came out of this. And if you're either way, even if you're not on the other end, like, I'm just sending my prayers and my love out to you, because it's not easy. There has been probably some back and forth going on too. And I would like to get some insight about this Queen of Cups a little bit, who believes in this. Good memories, pulling from the good memories. I almost wonder if there's some denial going on for the Queen of Cups. Yeah, things are beginning. Seven, I love how accurate tarot is. The Seven of Swords upside down. So if there has been any denial, this Queen of Cups is very swiftly coming out of it. This is the deception card. And if you look closely, of course, he looks like he's getting away with something, right? Sneaking off with everybody else's sword in the middle of the night. This came out upside down, just like a lot of your other cards in this reading, Sagittarius, which means this is coming out of deception, okay? So the Queen of Cups is catching up on this. I think that they've just been so wrapped up in what they have committed themselves to and their beliefs around this, that they've maybe been in a bit of self-denial. Now, a few of you guys, there's another scenario, and if this is yours, you'll know it right away. So if you don't let this brew a conspiracy within you if it wasn't there to begin with. For a few of you guys, the Queen of Cups was actually just truly did not know where the King of Pentacles was, like how extreme. This King of Pentacles is so ready to move on, and maybe there was a third party situation or something there, but it's becoming known now. And the Queen of Cups, despite how soft and fuzzy they look on the outside, so to speak, they're actually really strong, very strong on what they believe. And they're not going to waver on that. They just really had such, I think, respect for the King of Pentacles. I think the Queen of Cups thought that they're on the same level. But this King of Pentacles really wants to cut things off and move and move on with their lives. I'm going to go to the extended. I'm going to get one card out for you first. Something that my Saggies need to know about April in case you don't come along with me to the extended. I would like you to have this message. And that is, be discerning with who you hang out with right now. 3 of Cups upside down. So some friends are the perfect friends for this situation and they're going to build you up. And others are not to be wasted on. You don't need to waste your time on. For any of you who did resonate with a third party situation, Saggies, I'm sorry, and that's rough, and my love goes out to you, and it's going to get better. It's going to get better. Sending you love. Take good care of yourselves. Hope to see you in the extended. Bye-bye.